Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Mansa Paribhaya Acharya Sukari Smala Vitam Saraswati Jaya Nanda Gori Vaishnava Jaya Navata Haridas Thakur Jaya Name to the whole Sri Krishna Sri Radha Krishna Bhog Arati Sam Kanda Radha Kanda Vrindavan Dham Ki Jaya Navadvip Dham Ki Jaya Ganga Maya Ki Jaya Jamuna Maya Ki Jaya Gaur Arati Ki Jaya Swami Bhakti-yoga Ki Jaya All glories to God. All glories to God. Thank you very much. All glories to you, Srimad Bhagavatam. Glories to you, Prabhupada.
Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya-Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Jitapadakamalam Sri Guran Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Shagrajatam Svagana Raghunathannitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya-Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakha Nitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Mrekhavanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Manchakalpatarubhyascha kripasandabhaivacha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namo Sri Krishna Chaitanya-Charitamrta Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So, we are discussing Narad Muni's instruction to bash them, to make him correct. Vyasdev, such a scholar, Veda Vyas, he is known as the topmost scholar in Vedic knowledge. Not only that, he has compiled so many books, literary achievement, there is no comparison in the world. But still, he is not satisfied. And Narad Muni is instructing him that you should write exclusively on the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, hearing which there will be actual peace and prosperity all over the world. This is the secret. Without God consciousness or Krishna consciousness, there cannot be any peace in the world. So, we were discussing in our last meeting that if a person, by sentiment or by persuasion or by some material gain or somehow or other decides to accept the statement of Bhagavad-gita, Krishna says that Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam saranam. Ekam, only unto me. He even does not say that there are many incarnations of Krishna, but he says mam ekam. This ekam can be understood in this way, that when we speak Krishna, this term includes everything, Krishna, all attract. But we can capture everything in Krishna. Simply by, just like the same example as we have repeatedly, that by supplying food in the stomach, you supply food to all the limbs of the body. You don't require. This is practical. Or pouring water on the root of the tree, you supply water to all the branches, leaves, everywhere. We see every day. This is practical example. Simply, similarly, there must be something, central point of all this manifestation, that is Krishna. If we simply capture Krishna, then we capture everything. And the Vedas also says, Tasmin vijñāte sarvamevam vijñātam bhavanti. We are searching after departmental knowledge. But if you simply understand Krishna, the central point, then you understand everything. You understand everything. Just like we sometimes speak, which great scientists cannot speak. Why? Because we have captured the central point, Krishna. So, in the last day's meeting, we discussed that even by sentiment, without understanding Krishna, simply by sentiment, all these boys and girls are dancing in Krishna, Krishna. So, let me also join this Krishna movement and dance. He will derive the greatest benefit. Simply, praktva sadharmam. Everyone is engaged, busy in his own occupation. Businessman, student, lawyer, engineer, politician, so many. But Narada says that if these people give up everything, the same instruction as Krishna says, give up everything, surrender unto me. And Narada says the same thing. That is the, significant, that whatever God or Krishna says, his devotee also will say the same thing. There is no difference. Therefore it is called parampara. Devotee will not manufacture something, interpretation, which is against the version of Krishna. Then he is not devotee. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is playing the role of a devotee. Krishna says that you surrender unto me, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says you surrender unto Krishna. So there is no difference between the teachings of Lord Chaitanya and teachings of Lord Krishna. The object is the same. So what we are doing? We are also asking people, chant Hare Krishna. The same thing. There is no difference. Therefore, one has to accept the real thing from the parampara system, serious devotee, then because a serious devotee will speak the same thing as Krishna says. There is no invention. So Narad Muni says, because Narad Muni is our previous Acharya, disciplic succession, from Brahma to Narad, Narad to Vasudev, and Vasudev to others. So Narad Muni is instructing his disciple, the tattva sadharmam. If somebody gives up his occupational duty, just like sometimes we are taken as some crazy fellows. We have no concern with any political movement or social movement. We have taken simply Krishna Consciousness movement. So they may think that this is a society of crazy fellows. They have given up everything, simply chanting Krishna, 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 Krishna. But Narad Muni confirms that it is the first class thing. He said that if somebody giving up everything simply takes to Krishna, tattva sadharmam, charanam mujam hare, charanam mujam hare, he takes, determines, now from this day I shall simply chant Hare Krishna. I shall do nothing. So Narad Muni says, if somebody does like that, bhajan of, and Sridhar Swami says that sadhanmatagena, nanu sadhanmatagena bhajan paripakena jadi kitartho bhavet tada na kadachit chinta. All right, this boy has taken to Krishna consciousness. It is very good. Let him do that. If he comes to the perfectional point of Krishna consciousness, it is very good. But jadi puna rapakka evam mriyata. But if he does not prosecute Krishna consciousness rightly, maturely, and if he dies, because death is expected every moment. So, suppose we are prosecuting this Krishna consciousness, now death may come immediately, we all die. So Narad Muni gives us encouragement that evam mriyata tatva bhrasedva, either we die or sometimes we fall down, because Maya and Krishna are side by side. So it is all right, we are in Krishna consciousness, but if we fall down, Prasedva tada sadhanmatayagun nimitta anartha sya, then you have given up your all other duties. So, for giving up your duty, there must be some punishment. I don't mean in this worldly punishment, just like according to Vedic system, there are Brahmins, Kshatriyas, for example, just like Krishna was advising Arjuna that you are Kshatriya. So if you die in this fight, then your heavenly door is open. Because according to Shastra, if a Kshatriya dies while fighting, then automatically he gets promotion in the heavenly planet. And if he goes away, giving up the fighting, then he goes to hell. So similarly, if one does not discharge his duties, prescribed duties, then he falls down. Narad Muni says, even if he falls down, still there is no loss. Even if he falls down, there is no loss. Sadhanmatayagun anartha saditi asanka tato bhajanat patet katanchit brashed mriyete va jadi tathapi bhakti rasikasya karman adhikarat na. Even there is such chance that I may fall down, or I may not be mature, still Narad Muni gives there is no question of hesitation. Accept. Even if you think that you will not be able to prosecute Krishna consciousness in full, still you accept it. Nashanka. Angikrityapyaha ba shabda katak. Siddhartha Swami says that this word here, bhajan napo patit tatu jadi ba. Ba means, what is there? Even if he falls down. Jatra kava nicho jonupi amsa bhakti-yoga abhadra abhut king. Now suppose a Brahmin he has got so many duties, as a Brahminical, he has to perform so many sacrifices, nitya, there are different satta, sama, sama, dhamma, titikha. Satta means truthfulness, sama means controlling the senses, dhamma means controlling senses, sama means controlling the mind, satta, sama, dhamma, titikha, tolerance. There are so many nice qualifications. So if a Brahmin does not discharge his duties, it is said that he becomes a Sudra or falls down. Sthanat bhrashta patantadha. So Narad Muni says, suppose next life a Brahmin falls down, he takes to Krishna consciousness, neither he executes the Brahminical duties nor he could prosecute Krishna consciousness to perfection, still Narad Muni says, there is no loss. There is no loss. Jatra kava nichu jono piyam sabhakti avadra hutki. Now, if the Brahmin, by not executing his prescribed duties, he becomes a Sudra. Next life, he takes birth in a Sudra family, or lower than Sudra family. So, what is the loss there? Because Krishna consciousness is so nice, that it will not lead the person who has once taken to Krishna consciousness. It will revive even in that lower status of life. That's like, according to Hindu civilization, now in this country, so the boys and girls were taking to Krishna consciousness. Previous to this, they were meat eater. There were so many things which, according to Brahminical religion, these are abominable conditions. But see the practical. Even they were fallen in this abominable condition, somewhere or other. But because in their last life they had some advancement of Krishna consciousness, immediately they are taking up. So those who are joining in this movement, in this country, they are supposed to be previously Krishna conscious. Somehow or other they could not execute Krishna consciousness in full. So although they are born in a country where there is no trace of Krishna consciousness, there is no even purity of life, still they are taking. So what is the loss? There is no loss. Narad Muni wants to point out that anywhere, Bhagavad-gita also confirms it, that one who has once taken to Krishna consciousness, anywhere he is, in the next part, he will again take it up. This is natural. So Narad Muni states this point, Jatra kava bhatra budam sati. There is no loss. Because the seed one sow, it will grow, it will grow. This example is given in the Chaitanya-Charitamrta by Lord Chaitanya to Rupa Goswami. Bhakti lata, the plant of bhakti growing. Simply we have to water it. Those who have taken to Krishna consciousness, they should not be satisfied that whatever they have done, it is nice, even I fall down, there is no. You have to execute as far as possible, but this is spoken. If by chance there is fall down, there is no loss. But we should not take that, we should not be careless. Savan Kirtan Jale Karese. It's like our program in this new Vrindavan. Very nice program. From 4:30 in the morning till 10 o'clock, there is nice program. So this program should be continued. Then there is no question of falling down. Simply executing this program. The next verse. Bhakti vasana sadbhavat iti bhava avajad vistu kevalam sadhanmata kuva arthayaptya abhajatam. Now, once this Krishna consciousness awakens, it is so nice that it will not let the person fall down. The rest assured, fall down. It will grow simply. If it is checked for the time being, but that checking is for temporary checking, it will again come out. So don't lose this opportunity and go on with Krishna consciousness, a simple method. So there is no question of fall down. Bhakti vasana sadbhava. Bhakti vasana, this desire that I will serve Krishna, this desire is sufficient to keep him intact. This very desire, bhakti sadbhava, this desire will never die. Tassaiva heta prajateta kovida nalabhate jad brahmatam uparjada tallabhate dukkha vadannata sukham kalena sadbhatra gavira haranasa. Nanu sadharma matradapi karmana pitriloka iti sute pitriloko prapti phalam astiva tatraha tasseti kovida viveki tassaiva eta tadattam jatna kujya Jat upari brahmaloka parjantam adhasthavara parjantam brahmadbhi jivena nalabhate. Now those who are karmakandiya, karmis. Karmis means those who follow strictly the ritualistic ceremonies as it is indicated in the Vedas. They are karmis. Karma, karma, akarma and vikarma. There are three divisions of our activities. Generally we say karmis, ordinary man who are working hard to earn some money and enjoy. Actually, they are not karmis. They are bikarmis. Real karmis, just like a thief. A thief is stealing. And that is also a certain kind of activity. It is not inactivity. So we cannot say that this is bona fide activity. He is also planning, he is also making a plan how to steal, how to go the upstairs of the house and then come down. So there is activity. But such kind of activity is not bona fide activity. Therefore, according to Shastra, it is called bikarma. Bikarma means it is counter activity. Activity means you have to work legally. That is activity. If you say that I am very much active in stealing, then that is not excuse. Then government will say, please stop your activity, come into the prison. Yes. So similarly, this kind of activity, sense gratificatory activities, they are not karmis, they are bikarmis. Because they are preparing their ground, adanta gobhik visatang tamisam. By such activities they are going to the darkest region of hell. Why? Now adanta gobhik, adanta means uncontrolled. And go means senses. Such activities impulsed by uncontrolled senses, they will lead, such activities will lead him to the darkest region of hellish condition of life. Real activity means to elevate yourself. That is called karma. Karma, akarma and bikarma. Bikarma means such activities which will lead you to the hellish condition of life. And karma means that activity which will promote you to the higher standard of life. The higher planetary system where the standard of life is far, far greater than in this planet. So that is called karma. Therefore, generally, those who are following the Vedic principles, they become active in the ritualistic segment. The idea is they will be promoted to higher planets and will be able to enjoy better sense gratification. Suppose a man is very rich and he has got 10,000 of years living condition, then he thinks, oh, how happy I am. For 10,000 of years I shall be able to gratify my senses. So, the karmis are like that. They want actually sense gratification, but they want higher standard of sense gratification. We are economic development in this planet. What is this economic development? That means if we get more money, then we shall be able to gratify our senses more perfectly or more satisfactorily. That is the idea. Actually, either you become karmi or bikarmi, they are all on the platform of sense gratification. So one is going down and one is going up. So Narad Muni says that tasya vyaveta prajateta kovida nalabhate jad brahmatam uparajada. You should try. One should try to achieve that thing which cannot be gained even by going up or going down. Up means upper planetary system and down means lower planetary system. And Bhagavad-gita also confirms this. Urdham gachanti sattasva. There are three modes of material nature. Those who are situated on the modes of goodness, they are promoted to the higher planetary system. And urdham gachanti sattasya, madhye tishtanti rajasa. There are seven, according to Vedic information, there are 14 different spheres of planetary system. 7 down and 7 up. So we are in the middle. This is called Bhuloka. Above this there is Bhuvoloka. Above that there is Sargaloka, heavenly. The moon planet and similar other planets in the orbit, they are called Sargaloka. Bhuloka, Bhuvoloka, Sargaloka, then Janaloka. In Janaloka, great saintly persons, after death they go to Janaloka or Mahaloka. Then there is Satyaloka or Brahmaloka. In this way there are 7 planetary spheres. Similarly down also. Tal, Atal, Nital, Talatal, Rasatal, Patal. They are also named down, 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 down. The lowest down planetary system is called Patal. So here Narad Muni says that try to achieve that thing which is not gained, even if you go to the highest planetary system, or if you go to the lowest planetary system, or if you remain in this planetary system middle. That means going up means to be situated in the modes of goodness. Urdham gachanti sattasva, those who are situated in the mode of goodness, they can be elevated to the higher planetary system. Madhya tishtanti rajasa, those who are in the modes of passion, they remain within this world. And adho gachanti. Jaganna gunavittistha, whose habits are very abominable. Jaganna means very abominable, hateful. One who is addicted to such hateful habits. Jaganna gunavit adho gachanti. Adho gachanti means either they go down planetary system or down living condition, just like animals. Just like animals, they are Jaganna gunavittista. They can lie down anywhere, they can eat anything. They have no sense that this is not good. I am doing this. They have no sense. Just like tree. We go sometimes in the jungle. A tree is standing for several thousands of years, but it has no sense. Oh, I am standing like this alone. These are the births of Jaganna gunavittista adho gachanti. If our character and behavior is very low and abominable, then we are awaiting such condition of life. But here Narad Muni says that there is another thing which is neither achieved either in the higher planetary system or lower planetary system. That means papa punna. You go to the higher planetary system by pious activities, and you go to the lower less than human life or lower planetary system by papa or sinful activities. But Krishna says that don't we attracted by pious activities, neither go down to abominable condition of life. Simply capture me, mam ekang saranam. That is the whole instruction of Bhagavad-gita. He has also explained, Abrahma bhavana lokan punaravartina jana mam upeta kaunteya punarjanma navidyate. My dear Arjuna, even if you go up to the Brahma Loka, with so much long duration of life, Krishna does not speak that you go down. Of course, that is for the third class, lowest class of men. That is another. But even if you go first class man, and by your pious activities you go up to the Brahma Loka, so punaravartina, you will have to again fall down. Mamupeta kanta. But if you come to me, then there is no such fear. Let it fall down. Mamupeta kanta punarjanmana vidyate. Then you haven't got to come here and again take birth. The Narad also the same thing. This is called parampara system. Tatasaiva heta prajatita kovida nalabhate jat amatam uparjada tallabhate dukkha vadannata sukham kalena sarvatra govira. The nature's law is acting. So, you don't try for being elevated to the higher standard of life or higher planetary system. There is no need of wasting your energy in that way. So, higher or lower, that will come. That will come. Without, just like we try to become happy or peaceful, but by circumstances we are put into unhappiness, disturbed condition of life. Nobody asks for it, but we are sometimes obliged to accept this. Similarly, without your endeavor, if you can be put into distressed condition of life, why not without your endeavor you may be put in the happy condition of life. So don't try to be elevated in happy condition of life or distressed condition of life. Try for Krishna consciousness. Then your energy will be properly utilized. This human form of life is so important that in this life only we can try to execute Krishna consciousness. In the higher planetary system, just like Jamalarju, that story is narrated in our book Krishna. Jamalarju, there were two sons, Nalakube and Manigriva, two sons of Kuber. Kuber is supposed to be the treasurer of the heavenly planets. So very rich man's son. So they were enjoying swimming in a very nice lake in the Sivaloka. That description is there. And with young girls and intoxicated. So they forgot that they are demigods and they were naked. To become naked is the most uncivilized way. In the Vedic system, nakedness is here, high Vedic system. Suppose if you go naked on the street, immediately you will be punished. You cannot say that I have got my independence, I can know. Against the etiquette. So these boys, Nalukube, they were intoxicated and naked and were enjoying swimming with other girls, and Narad was passing through that way, and he saw, oh, they have fallen into such abominable condition. They are forgotten that they belong to a very respectable family, and I am passing here. So they were cursed. Not cursed, they were given the benediction by a devotee Either a man is cursed or given benediction, is the same thing. Just like these boys, they were cursed to take birth of the tree who has no sense. Tree is naked, or an animal is naked, but they have no sense. But if a human being becomes like that, then he is considered uncivilized. So, Raj Muni says that Kalena Sadvatta Gaviradam we should try for Krishna consciousness, otherwise even if we go in higher standard of life, sometimes our consciousness is so degraded that two sons of Kuber, although they got the body of demigods, still they have to come down to take the birth of the life of trees, Jamaraj. So there is every chance of fall down. Why there are so many species of life? Why we are thinking that our life is guaranteed? We shall continue like this. This is called ignorance. Any moment, this standard of life, this comfortable standard of life may be lost. Therefore Narada says that everyone should try to achieve that benefit of life which is not available within the 14 worlds, 14 different types of planetary system. So Narottam Das Thakur has captured this idea and he sings Golokera Premodhana Harinama Sankirtan. This Harinam Sankirtan, this Krishna consciousness movement is not anything of this material world, either of the higher planetary system or the lower planetary system. It is Golokera Premodhana. It is the happy mood, not this mode of passion or goodness or ignorance. The happy mood imported from Krishna Loka, Goloka. Therefore it is transcendental vibration. It is not of this material world. Golokera Premodhana Harinama Sankirtana Rutina Janmila Marata. I am so unfortunate that this Harinam Sankirtan, this Krishna consciousness movement is imported from Goloka Vrindavan, transcendental platform. Rutina Janmila Murta, but I have no attraction for this. Bishaya Vishanale Divanisi Hiyajale. Although I am suffering always with the anxieties of this material adjustment of things, Bishaya Vishanale Divanisi Hiyajale Toribare Nakoi Nupa. Toribare means there is way to get out of this anxious status of life, but I have no attraction. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also says like that. Enechi ausadi maya nasivaralak. I have brought a nice medicine to kill the spell of Maya. So you take it. So Narada Muni also says the same thing. What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, what Narottam Das Thakur says, what Krishna says, this is the parampara system. And he says that don't be very much anxious how to adjust your material comforts of life. Let it come as it is destined. You simply try to develop Krishna consciousness, because this consciousness is not available in higher planetary system. Just like this example, they are puffed up with so much opulence. A man, just like we are inviting, we are attracting middle class of men. Those who are too much rich in consideration of this, they are not attracted. They think that all right, these boys are chanting in the state, all right. Not, I don't think very rich men contribute. They also middle class of men, they contribute something. So become too much rich too much puffed up with opulence, like the two sons of Kuber, is another chance of being degraded. To remain a little poor is better condition for developing Krishna consciousness. Therefore, our duty should be not to become a very great man in the consideration of this materialistic man. If you earn, say, thousands and millions of dollars, become like a lucky Rockefeller or Ford, that will be a great estimation of this common materialistic man. But from spiritual point of view, such things have no value unless such opulence is engaged in the service of the Lord. Otherwise, it is the cause of fall down. So Narad Muni says that just try to save people to take to this Krishna consciousness movement. Other things will automatically, whatever is destined by the laws of nature, they will get it. So there is no need of performing ritualistic ceremonies for being promoted to the heavenly planets or this or that. It is useless. What does he gain by that? He will come down again. So don't teach them like that. Simply teach them to chant Hare Krishna. That will make their life successful. Thank you.
श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। तो हम कुछ प्रश्न उत्तर हैं इसके ऊपर, उसको चर्चा करने का प्रयास करेंगे। हरे कृष्ण, अपना अपना आप हाथ उठाइएगा। पहला प्रश्न है, पापा जी यहाँ पे बताते हैं पीस के बारे में। हरे कृष्ण। What is the secret of peace in the world as prescribed by Narad Muni to Vyasadeva? Narad Muni is prescribing something to Vyasadeva to do so that there can be peace in the world. Mic on.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We should know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, and in case we will concentrate our mind on Krishna only, then there will be only the peace. Otherwise, in materialistic life, we will not be able to get any peace. Either we are very rich or we are very poor. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you. Krishna consciousness. Yes, God consciousness is Krishna consciousness. If without God consciousness, Krishna consciousness, there cannot be peace in the world, Prabhupada said. And Narad Muni is prescribing Vyasadeva to write exclusively the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hearing which there will be actual peace and prosperity. So basically, to be specific, hearing the activities, pure activities, exclusive activities of the Lord brings peace in the society. Okay, question number 2. How by capturing Krishna we capture or understand everything? Give example in regard to this. Kapil Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, जैसे we water the root of a tree, so the whole tree gets
the water
affected by, yes, or another we give food to stomach, so the body gets energy, whole body. So similarly, if we understand Krishna, then everything, we understand everything.
Yes, thank you. So these two examples, Prabhupada, very famous examples. Thank you so much. So next question is, how Narad Muni is describing the same thing, giving the same version in a different way, which Krishna has given in Bhagavad-gita. Krishna also says something in Bhagavad-gita. Narad Muni is saying same thing in his own words. So what is the same version? What version Narad Muni is giving, what Krishna is giving, and how they are same? Bhadraji.
Narad Muni is explaining in this verse, Tasya bhavati hetu prayate tu kovido nalabhyate yad brahmadam parayadha. So Narad Muni is saying that we should work to attain something that is not available even in the higher planetary system nor in the lower planetary system. And similarly, Krishna says that in the Bhagavad-gita that you have to come again, punaravartino, in this world. Suppose by pious activities we acquire a position in higher planetary systems, but when our pious credits are used up, then we have to come again to this material world. So this is the same way.
Yes, this one example is one quotation is right. One more quotation, both in the verse 17 it is said by Narad Muni, 1.5.17 and 18.66. I have quoted the verse also. Tyakta swadharmam charanam bhuje hare. Tyakta swadharmam, Narad Muni says, and Krishna also says, sarva dharman parityajya. These two things are similar. The next question. Why Narad Muni says that take to Krishna consciousness by giving up prescribed duties even on the risk of falling down? Akranandan Prabhuji.
Because there is no loss. Next life will again continue. That's why there is no loss. Even if we fall down, it will continue. It will not stop.
Yes, even in the abominable condition of life, one can take to Krishna consciousness. What practical example Srila Prabhupada gives in this connection? Prabhupada gives one practical example in this connection. Okay. ऊपर
आवाज आ रही है? Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Prabhupada gave the example of hippies. So the hippies were in such a abominable condition of life. They were meat eaters and everything else. So, but still because they have performed the Krishna consciousness previously. So Prabhupada says those who have performed Krishna consciousness previously, they are now continuing.
Even if they fall down and becomes hippies lower than Shudras. Yes, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Question number 6. What can be done to protect ourselves from falling down in Krishna consciousness? Prabhupada gives one practical thing. We should do this if we don't want to fall down. Amitro.
Morning program का बताया था.
हाँ,
4:30 we start.
And till 10 a.m. Prabhupada. 10 o'clock? AM or PM? Okay, thank you. I have understood it like in morning program. Prabhuji is saying that it is all day from 4:30 to 10 p.m. Okay, so at least from 4:30 to 10 p.m. if we try to practice Krishna consciousness, we will not fall down. Okay, next question. What never dies even after falling down, which helps a person to revive Krishna consciousness? There is something which never dies in the person, even if he falls down. Yes, Bhadraji Prabhu.
I was telling that this desire will never die.
Yeah, that I have to serve Krishna. Yes, the desire to serve Krishna never dies. Thank you. What is the difference and similarity between karmis and vikarmis, based on any example if you can give? Prabhupada has given one example. Similarities as well as differences between karmis and vikarmis. Prabhuji.
Sense gratification.
Yes,
similarity is sense gratification. The karmi also want sense gratification, vikarmi also the sense gratification. The difference is that karmis they want sense gratification by doing pious activities, by going upper planetary system, and because they do wrong activities, sinful activities, so they go down. So this is the difference. Similarity is sense gratification.
Any example also Prabhupada is given? Like Prabhupada said that we do legal and illegal activities. Legal activities we do as per the laws of government, then we are promoted by the government, and illegal do we enjoy it for the time being, but we are being punished by the government also. The next question, what is the idea behind economic development? Very easy. Yes, Sanandan, prove. Why everybody is doing economic development? Very simple.
So the ultimate purpose is sense gratification.
Sense gratification. Yes, we want to go higher studies, we want to do a lot of education for economic development only. We go take higher packages only for sense gratification. Yes. So what goal Narad Muni is indicating at by saying try to achieve that thing which is not gained even by going to the highest planetary system, or if you go to the lowest planetary system, or if you remain in the planetary system which is middle planetary system. So what goal Narad Muni is indicating at? We have to explain that it is not there in 3 planetary systems. This goal is not there in 3 planetary systems. Yes, Amit Pro.
मुझे ऐसा बताया था, मान लो कि जैसे गुडनेस का एग्जांपल दिया प्रभुपाद जी ने, जो गुडनेस में तो वो अपर प्लानिटरी सिस्टम में जाएंगे, जो रजोगुण में वो मिडिल प्लानिटरी सिस्टम में रहेंगे, तमोगुण वाले लोअर में जाएंगे. तो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द मोड ऑफ गुडनेस पैशन तो ये लगा रहेगा. लेकिन जो कृष्णा कॉन्शियस होगा तो भगवान कह रहे हैं कि वो ऐसे धाम में आएगा, मेरे पास आएगा तो वहाँ से दोबारा नहीं आना पड़ेगा. लेकिन और प्लैनेट्स पे जाएंगे तो वहाँ से फॉल डाउन हो सकता है, ऊपर नीचे चलता रहेगा. लेकिन मेरे पास जो आएगा वो दोबारा नहीं जाएगा.
Yes, it is beyond the 3 modes. तीनों गुणों के ऊपर है श्री राधा माधव जी. Beyond the 3 modes. And एक और चीज बोला था प्रभुपाद जी ने कि ये जो साइकिल है ऊपर जाना नीचे जाना, ये पाप और पुण्य का साइकिल है. ऊपर जाएंगे तो पुण्य है, नीचे जाएंगे तो मतलब पाप किया तो नीचे जाएंगे, पुण्य किया तो ऊपर जाएंगे. तो कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस है, ये बियॉन्ड पाप एंड पुण्य है. दिस इज वीक अकर्मा एक्टिविटी. इस तरह से प्रभुपाद जी ने एक्सप्लेन किया. Next question is, why not to elevate? What is the problem? Is why not to elevate to materially happy condition of life? Means elevate ourselves to the higher planetary systems. What is the problem in going to the higher planetary system for where the standard of enjoyment is higher?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, one will again fall down after some time. So that is the risk.
Yes, any example from Prabhupada gives? Example also Prabhupada gives. माता जी को भी बोल, माता जी को तो चलो आप बोल.
Prabhupada was giving the example of this Nalkuber and Mani being cursed by Narad Muni. Prabhupada was explaining that if somebody is materially very opulent and rich, and it's very less likely that he'll become Krishna conscious. So this is the defect. So if somebody is having a lot of money and very rich, then there are less chances he's becoming Krishna conscious. Prabhupada is saying that even those people who contribute, they're from the middle class background.
Thank you. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Narottam Das Thakur have described something which is coinciding or which it is similar to the version of Narad Muni prescription here to endeavor for. Narad Muni is prescribing to endeavor for something which is described further by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Narottam Das Thakur. What is that thing prescribed by them? Sanandan Prabhu.
Prabhupada is quoting this particular song written by Narottam Das Thakur, Golokera Prema Dhana Harinama Sankirtana Ratina Janmilokina. Is Harinam is the real wealth. It's coming from, descending from Golok. So,
And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Prabhuji. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said something.
They all are saying that don't be anxious for material comforts. I mean, we'll get the better thing in Krishna consciousness. Like Chaitanya Babu saying, that is Harinama.
They are all indicating yes. Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that I have brought this medicine from the spiritual abode, and Narottam Das Thakur also says this is imported material from the spiritual kingdom, Golok Vrindavan. This is not available in the 3 planetary system which Narad Muni is indicating at. Thank you so much. This is all I have written. So, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की शील प्रभुपाद की जय।